Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have a pretty poor rack. Is it poor enough to change? I could play Qua for 24, but look at this rackly. That's got to be worth about minus 18 or something. I think I will change here. And I'll keep AR. That's a bit better. I have a blank to work with. And I have the car component, but not seeing anything. And I have the co-prefix. Caporid? No. Caporid. No, not seeing sevens. I have cropland. That should work. Anything with the U or the H? Not seeing it. Okay, let's go with cropland. And I draw pretty poorly. I have a whole bunch of consonants and one unwanted U. Well, in this case, I'm happy to have it, but of all the vowels, the U is the least attractive, or the least useful, I'd say, for bingos. So we've got the CH combo, but not able to extend to the double. Okay, opponent perhaps also struggling with the vowel shortage. I have Bund on my rack, B-U-N-D-H. And unfortunately that doesn't seem to play anywhere. Hun. Yeah. I'm gonna go with bunch here for 26. That's a little better. Still have the J to consider. I have yodel on my rack. And not currently seeing a spot for yodel. I have Joel here for 26. And I have Dome here for 35. I'm assuming opponent will be attracted to that hotspot. Yeah, I think dome is the play. I would love to get rid of this. Actually, Joel's not bad either for 26. But if I'm going to score 33 or 35 and take out a hotspot, that's going to be my play if opponent doesn't take it. Definitely. Pity I don't have an A. I could have played Taj and Hunt. Okay, Solunar. Opponent bingo's there. I'll go with dome. Nothing better on offer. A shocking pick. I'll almost certainly be changing here. But what to keep? Do I keep the X? There is a hotspot here. Mux and relax, for example. Retax. Yeah, I might keep the X here if that spot remains available. Front hooks for dome. Oh no, that's aerodrome. Aerodome might be good as well, actually. Wow, that is a really terrible rack. Okay, get up. I will exchange here. And I will keep the X. I draw two Ys. So not ideal. I have links on my rack and lanks as well, but I'll be looking to get rid of one of these Y's for sure. Ixnay from an I. No I's. Okay, opponent scores well. 50 points. Wow. That was I think lax is about as good as. I don't have a 5-letter play ending in AX. Malax would have been huge if I had an M. Xylan is good as well. How about Xylan? 43, I quite like that. Yep. Okay. Quite literally okay. Does that play anywhere? I don't have a T for going in front of res or a P. Both P's have been played, otherwise that would have been a really hot spot. I have an I for going under the X. Okay, opponent scores quite well with Kang. I have a K for placing after tick. I have make here for 40. Do I go with this or... Let me have a look at Yock and Piney. 42. Yeah, I might go with Yock. I mean, I could play Yom and keep the K for... But that spot's likely to be blocked anyway. Yom for 36. Nah, I think I'm going to go with Yock for the points. 42. Actually, Koi. 43. Oh, not Koi. What am I thinking of? Yock. That's fine. 42. Draw the Q again. And... Oh no, not again. I don't think I had the Q this game. Yep, opponent scores well there with bitter. QI doesn't seem too dangerous. Yep, I think I'm going to take out this spot because it... One sec. What about Amia for 33? Does that give back too much? It's a good score. I've got to go with it. Just struggling with this Q. Really not catching a break with it. Jag and G, or do I just dump the Q and get on with my life? 11. Oh, not 11. 24. Yeah, that's definitely the play. Dump the Q. And hopefully I don't draw any more of these 6 E's. The other option would be... Nah, I really want to get rid of this Q. Even if opponent doesn't take that trip, I think I'm going to play here. Both blanks are gone, so unlikely to be stung by a 9 timer, although it can happen. down to 4.5 minutes. And there's still 26 tiles in the... he's played feel. Now I've got chi here for 24. Or chi here for 27. I'm going to go for score. I just realized, did I have the N? I think I did have the N. I could have played it, but actually it suits me to keep it on the rack because I was pretty vowel heavy there. I have the EN prefix. Does that A assist? Looks like it would. Just one too many E's, I think. Does the H help the rack? Okay, opponent scores quite well. What about G here for 19? Or 14 vowels, 13 consonants, pretty balanced. Meg for 22, that's not a bad rack leave. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with this. Meg for 22. The V. Not a tile I was looking to see on my rack. Endives, endives, so sevened. I don't think the number 7 can be used as a verb. Actually, evened plays quite nicely up here for 38. But is there a bingo? I have the end component. Vendees. Yes, vendors and vendees. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Vendees. Or am I making it up? That would be a great play. Doesn't play any... Oh, get-ups. It plays down in row 14 as well. So both spots could be blocked if opponent plays down from the... let's try Vendees. Yep, it's good. Swalia, wow, what a nice pickup. After struggling in the first part of the game, yeah, things seem to have improved. Now, does Swalia have an anagram? I need whalers, there we go, and get-ups. Does it play anywhere else? No front hooks for vendees. Owleries. If my if my bingo is blocked, I guess I have Allery's for 30. But Whalers seems to be the way to go here. Wow, it almost plays underneath. Whalers. 32, not a bad score for Wales. And I haven't looked at plays above the H of bunch. Whalers doesn't play there, but does Swalia? No. Okay, let's try Whalers here and get ups. 5 tiles in the bag. Is this definitely the best spot for it, or yeah, not seeing anything else. Oh wow, I draw the J, so is opponent going to bingo out? Ah, what happened? Oh, Ambot resigned. Okay. Alright, well, that's a shame. There was only one rack to go, but anyway, let's see what we missed. And it was me to go first. Burka. That is terrible. I must be tired. I am tired. Usually I wouldn't miss a word like burka, but there you go. I just looked at how unsynergetic the rack was and didn't even think about extracting a word from the rack. So that's a bad miss. Opponent had Shana for 76 or Unshorn for 70. So that's sometimes tricky to spot with the blank. Parodic for 75. Pockard, CK or CH. Picador. Wow, there were quite a few. And I went with Cropland for 66. So then Snoll for 14. That was a tricky rack there for opponent. Could have played Snoll. And opponent went with Vor. Now Bunch seems best for 26. Solinar. Very nice. That was opponent's bingo, but not a 10i. I could have played Croplands, but then exposing the trip lane. So Solinar was played in column K. So Joel for 26 was best here. I did contemplate it. Very similar equities. I just, yeah, maybe this lane wasn't as dangerous as I had previously thought, because the U doesn't make it very easy to score there unless you've got the right tile to go above it. So anyway, not much in it. Get up for 21 was best for opponent. Exchange for me on this rack. And, but the actual exchange, best to keep the T and get rid of the X, but I suppose I I did like the X spot here. That was a 60-point play. If I could get a 5-letter play with the X doubled under mucks, making mucks. Anyway, I exchanged, and Zitty for 50. Opponent spotted the best one there. Zyland for 43 was best. And then Kang for 27 was opponent's play. Could have got an extra 6 points for Calf at 2B. Oh, that's quite nice, yeah. Leaves 4 consonants, but at least it doesn't give much back. Calf doesn't take any front hooks, so that would have been good. Yok for 42 seems fine here. And then, was that my play? Yeah, 42. Befits and Ticks was best for opponent. He went with Bitter. And Amir for 33. Ami would have been better, of course. Keep the A rather than the E, so you can play cat or caddy with a D or a T. So yeah, Ami was better with the E. And then Feel for 14. Opponent could have got 28 for Fees at 10F. Okay, making croplands and getting the F tripled. He went with Feel. And then Chi for 27 was fine here. So interesting. The analyzer says that it's better to score slightly less, keeping the N. Equity is marginally better, even though it's 4 points less, because of the rack balancing. Moa for 17. Excellent rack leave. An extra 7 points, but a far inferior rack leave. So, but then again, opponent did take out the trip lane as well, so there's that to consider. No bingo here. Meg for 22 seems best. That was my play. Foo for 20 with an ALS leave. That's quite nice. N6. That's on this side of the board. Yeah, Foo there. Opponent went with Loof. Vendies for 78, but 14F. Okay, Vendies, but yeah, just gives points back, and the J was unseen, so a play of, I don't know, Jins, Jins, would have given him back nearly a bingo score. So happy with that placement. And then no bingo here. Bunchiest. Okay, could have extended there, but really needed a bingo at this stage, so created a lane, which was the right thing to do. Whalers for 79 was the only bingo. And then Diarist for 37. He went with... that was when opponent resigned, I think. Yeah. So there was no bingo there. And... and that was... I was just having a look at his last rack. So Diarist, right. Okay, there was no bingo at all. And that was the end of the game. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate that he resigned right at the death. But... I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.